Who wants to make some money on Redbud? All right, guys, this is the gambling show. So if you don't like the gambling shows, look in the comments. There will be a timestamp when the gambling stuff ends and I get into a couple other topics. But the first part of the show is gambling. So after the gambling's over, I'm going to talk about Jett and how the injury is going to affect his popularity. And also have an update on World Supercross. The new owners are off to a bit of a bumpy start. But remember, guys, subscriptions help the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you do like gambling and you want to go to Bet Online and you have expendable cash to do that, if you appreciate the show and you gamble, please use that link. Thanks, guys, and let's get into this thing.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
First thing I want to do is talk a little bit about Bet Online. They are an offshore company, so yes, a lot of those companies are very scary to deal with. And while I cannot say for 100% certainty they're on the up and up, all I can say is every dealing I've had with them has been positive. There was an issue with one of my bets. I emailed them, they fixed it, and I've gotten all my money in a timely manner. If you use a bank and not crypto, it does take a few days. It's an offshore account. It takes a little while. So if you want your money immediately, use crypto. But you can use bank cards, and quite often your bank will ask you, hey, are you sure? Is this you? Because it is offshore, and those are often scams. This one is not. So I'm going to start with the matchups in the 250s. They've got Tom Vial versus Chance Heus. Now this is head-to-head. Whoever finishes higher in the overall results wins the bet. They've got Chance Heus at minus 105 and Tom Vial at minus 135. They're pretty even. That's about as close as you're going to get on a gambling site to even, because they have to take their little piece. You'll never get even money versus even money because, well, they make money. They're a business. Minus 105 is what I'm putting. That's on Chance Heus. So I'm going to bet $1 to win 95 cents. So when I bet that dollar and I win, I collect $1.95. I don't lose 5 cents. I win 95 cents. That's how that works. I'm going with Chance because this is just one of those races. This is a track where these kids have got to ride before the combine. He feels comfortable. It's not all new. Chance missed this race last year because of his injury, but he has been there for the combine. He's ridden there on amateur day. He's very familiar with what Redbud brings to the table. Also, it's the 4th of July weekend. With all that patriotism, how on earth can I bet on America's birthday that a Frenchman is going to beat an American? I'm sorry, I just can't. So I'm taking Chance Heus. I'm going to put a little money on him. And like I said, I win. It's minus 105. So if I put $10, I win like $9.50, I think. The other matchup we have is Japanese rider Joe Shimoda, who's minus 150 over Levi Kitchen, who's plus 110. So if I bet on Joe Shimoda, my dollar wins me 50 cents. So I bet $1 and I'll collect $1.50. So I profit 50 cents. Now, the reason I'm going with Joe Shimoda is he won the second moto at Southwick. This is what he does. He gets better as the year goes on. I wouldn't be shocked if he even wins this race. Joe Shimoda is that guy. He'll be in the mix, and with Levi Kitchen and his cardio failing him right now, I like Joe Shimoda overall to beat Levi Kitchen. Next is the Holeshot. This is a crapshoot, and I usually only bet on guys when I can get some pretty good odds, but I really like Ty Masterpool. He has Holeshot here in the past. If you'll remember, he's got the famous one where he's pointing to the sky for his brother when he was on Star Yamaha. He's plus 200, so that means I bet $1 to win $2. So I bet $1, I collect 3. I'm putting a little money on Ty Masterpool because I just think he's going to get a Holeshot. That's where he's at right now. Now to the odds to win the race. I looked at all these odds. I don't really like a lot of them. The only one that I really like is Hayden Deegan. Rarely do I take a guy at minus 150, but this dude is a savage. He won here last year. It's 4th of July weekend. I don't see anyone beating Hayden Deegan this weekend. So my dollar wins me 50 cents. My $10 wins me $5. So if I put $10 on Hayden Deegan, I win 5. So I would collect 15. So I profit $5 by putting up 10. If you like long shots, and you guys know I do, I love to put a little money on a long shot every time. I would love to cash in on a 33-1 odds at some point. Jordan Smith rode pretty good last weekend. He got docked first sound, which was ridiculous, but I went into that in my other videos. I think Jordan Smith, while he's probably not going to win, I think he's more of a 10-1 dog. They've got him at 33-1. So yeah, $1 wins $33. So you bet $1 and you collect 34 if he wins. I'm going to put a little money on him just because I like to, and I just love when you give me good odds like that. While it's very, very doubtful, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on Jordan Smith just in case. And now the 450 class, I think their odds got jumbled up and they kind of screwed up. So if you're betting on this race, I'm laying off all the odds to win. I think they're bad. So you've got Chase Sexton versus Hunter Lawrence, and the odds for Chase Sexton versus Hunter Lawrence is minus 175. If you bet Chase Sexton to win the race, he's minus 225. That doesn't make sense. Why on earth would I bet Chase Sexton to win the race when I can just bet him against Hunter, one guy? Because that's probably going to be Hunter or Chase. Like, let's be real. That's one of those two is going to win this race. So you get better odds when you take him in a matchup. So I got him at minus 175. Not the best odds in the world, but I think it's pretty solid. If you want to go with Hunter, you get plus 135. So you're getting plus money on Hunter Lawrence. But I don't see Hunter beating Chase in a track that's very close to Chase's, where his stomping ground on America's birthday. I'm sorry, I just got to go with Chase on this weekend. And like I said, when it comes to odds to win the race, I don't like any of them. I think they're garbage odds. They kind of messed up. I'm laying off that completely. If I was going to bet anything and I wanted a long shot, which I'm probably going to lay off, I would take Aaron Plessinger or Justin Cooper. They're about 9-1. $1 wins $9. $1, you'd collect 10. So if you want to do a long shot, I'm thinking Jay Coop or Aaron Plessinger. I think I'm probably going to lay off. I would probably need 15 or 20-1 to really want to do those. I just don't think 9-1 is quite a big a payoff. I just don't see those guys absolutely closing it out for the overall win unless Hunter and Chase have problems, which, hey, this thing's racing. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, Jett's out. Who had that? Nobody. We honestly, over a thumb injury, the same injury. It's like the year of the thumb. You got Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac, Jett Lawrence. It's weird how this stuff all happens. And I do think that thumb injury might be because he's compensating for his shoulder or his hip. That's how injuries work. When you start compensating on one part of your body, the other parts of your body become more vulnerable. I really hope he takes the time to get healed properly. I would love to see him back, and they're saying he will be back for SMX, but I don't want to see this kid who might end up being the greatest of all time in the end rush it and do something stupid to cost him his entire career, just trying to get back to defend his SMX championship. There wasn't a whole lot today. I'm kind of disappointed they're not doing more props. But remember, if you do set up an account and you want to bet on anything, they bet on all sorts. They bet on politics. They bet on, you can do table games, whatever you want at Bet Online. As long as you use my link to sign up, they take care of me. So I would appreciate that. If anyone else has a gambling site and you want to do some props, let me know. Get me a link. Get me an affiliate link and we'll start talking about those. For all you guys that don't like the gambling stuff and you skip to right here, hey, I thank you for at least still watching the show. Now, Jett has become kind of a villain this year. People don't like him. The reason they haven't liked him is because he was so dominant. Nobody wants a predetermined outcome. That's human nature. We like to build guys up, and as soon as they're not the underdog and they become the favorite, we dump them. Now, by him being injured, he becomes the underdog again. Now he's a comeback story. Watch how much more popular he will get. It's going to be hard not to cheer for Jett to get back on top after this. And while it sucks for his career and nobody wants him out for the series, it actually will help his popularity. But that's how fans are. We're all fickle. It's human nature. It's how we are. Speaking of underdogs, World Supercross. I have been a huge proponent. I think this series needs to succeed to help kind of keep pressure on the American series to make it favorable for riders and tracks and just level the playing field. I mean, just the threat of World Supercross got these guys to dig into their pockets and create SMX. That's a good thing. That's absolutely a good thing. So I want WSX to succeed. They are off to a bumpy start, though. The new owners have already fired Chad Reed. Mrs. Tutu is not happy about it. She went on their thing and said, hey, just so you know, WSX is not affiliated with Chad Reed. And so I direct messenger. I'm like, what happened? She said they fired him. I don't like that. Chad Reed is an ambassador to the sport, whether you like him or hate him. The guy's a good ambassador for this sport. He's a family man. He's got his kids out there. Is he perfect? No. But I still don't think you want to do a champion like that or somebody who speaks as well as Chad Reed does. I think he was great for the broadcast, and I'm disappointed that he won't be a part of it. All right, guys, that's it for the show today. Next week, I will have Lightning Energy on to explain the energy drink. And if you want some of the Lightning Energy, use code COOKSY at checkout. It's a healthy energy shot. This is not like some of the junky ones that put crap in there that make you crash. I believe this is actually a healthy energy option. They're going to come on and tell me more about the science of it. I don't know. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm going to have them on next week to explain all about it. So thanks, guys. And if you want to buy Lightning Energy, Click the link below and use Cooksy as the checkout to get free shipping. Thanks, guys.